how great is it just to be back here, with some familiar faces?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's been exciting. Kind of feels a little bit, different. You're familiar surroundings, but some new faces, also some familiar faces. So it's been, I think, just a fresh, exciting kind of feel for me personally.
What's the biggest way you've kind of grown as a player in person since the last time you were here?
Well, I think the biggest thing for me professionally is that I've seen a different side of, this league. I think I was on some teams that weren't as successful as the teams I was on here, and I think you seem to learn a lot on teams like that also. Being a part of losing and the other side of it teaches you some patience and some things that fortunately I didn't learn when I was here. We did so much winning. But I think to be a complete player and learn as much as you can is part of career growth.
Andrew Peak said when he got here that he knew Boston was going to be a good place because he'd heard about it from you. Are there things that you have to kind of help build back to having it be the level that it was when you were here, and is that something that you look at as something you want to be part of?
Well, I think when you come into this league, back to what I kind of learned in Columbus is, I came into a really fortunate situation around some really, experienced and just really savvy veteran players and good people. And I was really fortunate to be around that. And I think as you go on, you just kind of want to try and provide some similar things for people that are coming in behind you, and some of the the benefits that I was just lucky and happenstance to be a part of, to try and provide that for teammates that are coming in with you. And I'm not saying I can provide that to the extent that I was afforded it, but just trying to be a small piece of it.
To that end, as a veteran at this point in your career, like in Columbus, were some of your teammates hearing specific phrases that Bergie or Z or somebody said, or were you like quoting them and they didn't know it, or are you doing that here too? Or?
I'm sure I was. I think the biggest thing is you try and take what you learn from them, but also be yourself. And they taught us that. Bergie, Kretsch, David Backes, Z, Marshy, Pasta now, and Chuck here, and Sway's got a bigger role. And then around this room, there's a lot of other guys that I have a ton of respect for as players. I played against them in this league, and I know how hard they are to play against. And I think it's now just about trying to get all of us to come together and pull it on the rope in the same direction. And also, there's I learned a lot from some of my teammates in Columbus too. We had some really good teammates in Columbus, savvy players, good people. So I think each step along the way, we were just a younger team without some of the the presence we have. I had here, but you just try and take little pieces along the way, and I just feel so fortunate of some of the locker rooms I've been in along the way.
Just with the summer, Boston bringing you in, Tanner and Mikey, and what are you guys going to do to really kind of change over that bottom six and bring back that identity you guys have?
Well, I think our makeup kind of makes it fairly obvious how we need to want to be successful. I think it's kind of laid out in front of us with we're going to give you this opportunity to be successful, and you look around the room at the skill set that we have, and it seems like a pretty black and white blueprint for this team of how we want to be successful and how we want to play. And as a player, you're just looking for black and white and clear objectives, and I think that's what we're looking at right now.
What are your first impressions of Marco as a coach?
I really did not know a lot about him coming in, but the first couple impressions are prepared, and he's got a game plan. He knows how he wants this team to play. It was really clear today, and I was just talking to some of the other guys. You go through now 8 or 9 or 10, whatever it is, training camps, and you kind of look back and see how each one starts and the differences in the first day. And I don't take notes, but you kind of remember, and getting right into systems on day one is always a good optimistic way to start from a player's perspective, because we just don't have much time. Getting right down to the systems is always something that we like to feel, starting to get reps in what we need to do as the players start to feel a little more comfortable.
What's your sense of what he wants to see, like just style-wise, the way
Yeah,
the
it's
team's going to play?
and like I said, I think it's just to the makeup of the team. It's speed, it's simplicity, it's straight lines, it's routes. We're going to know where to be. We're going to have very repeatable. Today we were doing breakouts and stuff like that, so just repeatable patterns. And I think there's going to be really black and white on how we want to advance the puck, how we want to move from zone to zone, and eventually get the puck in the net.
Maybe watching from afar, have you seen guys like David and Charlie maybe grow and evolve since where you were last time you were here?
I've really obviously, I see them as players evolving, and I know how much they shoulder of this team, and there was a lot of, with the exodus of the huge players and people that, they take a lot on, and I guess just a lot of respect for all they take on for the team's sake, and just what you'd expect, I think, of guys like them and people like them and players like them. They've still been doing their thing, which is all the more impressive.
It's what I learned playing in a really tough Pacific Division back in the AHL under Mike Stothers. A lot of people don't realize that division in Ontario with San Diego and San Jose, Bakersfield, and Stockton. I mean, this community of players that played in that league, you see them around. Jeffrey Veal's one of them. They'll attest to how tough it was to play in that division, especially as a young guy coming from college. So that's something I learned quick in my pro career.
That molded you?
Absolutely.
What have your first impressions been of Marcus Sturman, of what he's trying to do?
It's exciting. He has a smile on his face explaining it to us because it's the style of play. It looks like we're going to be playing is a fast one, an offensive-minded one, a smell blood in the water and go play offense one. Obviously, it all starts with structure, and that's something that we're all going to have to buy in and learn here at camp. But from there, there's a lot of speed here, and I think it's going to be a really fun, exciting style of hockey to play.
You're going to see
the Fan Fest tour. How nice was it to sort of get out there and meet some of the Bruins fans that we cheering on this year?
Oh yeah, it was really great to get out of the city a bit and see Fitchburg and all the support out there too. A lot of fans were there, a lot of excitement, and a lot of cheering. So that got me really excited for camp.
What were your impressions of the Bruins as an organization, just as a team, the way they played over the years, just as a board?
Yeah, I mean, traditionally very hard-nosed and hard to play against. The type of team you have circled on your calendar, especially when you play at TD Garden. So, it's going to be really exciting for me to actually get to play on the home side here at that arena and the history there. But as far as identity goes, I mean, nothing's really changed since until end of last year when things kind of went awry. But this is the identity here. I think is what everyone thinks it is.
We've heard from Don Sweeney and from others, part of the reason they brought you in is that they say you're a pain to play against. How much do you embrace that and kind of helping to set the tone in that way?
I embrace it completely. I think that, part of my style of play is just hard to play against. I'm not going to go and run my mouth and fight every guy, but just the way that I play, trying to turn pucks over every chance I get, being a bit of a pest on the puck. I'm not taking every guy out that I see, but I'm going to outwork anyone on the ice.
What was the first day like for you?
A lot of excitement. There's a lot of new faces you got to meet, and the build up to camp, everyone gets really excited and doing all the fitness testing and just meeting all the guys, getting into town here. Just builds up a lot of excitement, and it was really fun. I was really anxious to get on the ice, and thought the first skate went well. Just trying to feel how the guys play out here and get a feel for the systems and just keep building from day one.
What was the offseason like for you? Obviously, now you're in new surroundings, new city, everything.
Yeah, it was busy offseason, obviously, with the change, learning that we were going to be coming here in July, and just hard training and focusing on getting my body the way it needs to be, and being in top shape so I can come in and bring everything that I can to be a Boston Bruin and be able to just give everything I have for this team.
What specifically do you want to bring this season, and what do you want to show in training camp right now?
Yeah, I think, I'm just going to play my game. You know, what's got me here is, you know, being a really hard guy to play against, being physical, you know, owning the puck and getting it on the opposing team on their heels and just, putting pressure on them. I want to take pucks to the net, be in front of the net, be a presence, be a physical presence for the team. And, any role that they need me to do, I'm going to try to step up and do the very best I can to do that.
Do you try to set a tone physically in camp? You know, obviously within reason.
Well, I mean, you gotta. Summer, there's no one ever hitting anybody, so you got to start feeling the body a little bit more. But obviously, you're not going to go all out against your teammates, and you're not going to be putting them through the boards and stuff like that. But definitely, the intensity gets ramped up a little bit, and you start feeling the body contact again, and leaning on guys, and just getting that feeling and ready to go for the exhibition games.
Don Sweeney talked yesterday about the importance of you in the room. Mentioned Victor as well. New team for you, though. You know, is that something that sort of comes over time in terms of being a leader, or how do you view yourself coming into a new situation?
Well, you know, throughout my career, I've done it a couple times now, and you know, every team's different. Every team has a different feel. Every locker room has a different feel, different personalities, and I'm just trying to, you know, meet everyone and be myself. You know, I like to do everything I can for the guys, and you know, I think if you're just your genuine self and bringing everything you can for the team and letting guys know that you have their back at all times, I think that just goes a long way. And you know, coming into this group, they obviously had a lot of changes last year, and there's a lot of new faces, and you know, I just want to come in and be as friendly as I can, and you know, anyone needs any help or anyone needs anything, I'm going to be here for them, and we all need to build together and just be there for each other, and that's how we're going to build the identity of this team.
With the style that this team wants to play, and you've spoken about being hard to play against and all that, and that being such a focus and needing to maybe score by committee, does it feel like this might be a team that you could maybe have more of an impact than any other team?
I don't know. Like, we have a lot of star power in the room, and you know, there's obviously some key injuries last year with that, and I think some people are forgetting about that maybe, but yeah, we are, you know, a deep team in a way that we're really hard to play against every single line, and you know, everyone's going to be buying into the same system. Everyone's going to be playing as a team, and those are really hard teams to play against if everyone's buying in, and every shift you're going out there and the teams are, you know, getting pounded, getting, you know, pucks deep, and like I said, putting on their heels. It's just nagging, and it wears guys down, and I think we're going to find a lot of success doing that. And yeah, I think I can bring a lot of help in that type of style and just being hard to play against, and hopefully creating more space for those skilled guys that we have out there.
Just the summer, the adjustment, what specifically drew you to the Bruins and choosing this opportunity?
You know, I've been to Dallas for 3 years, and I feel like I've been doing everything I could to earn a spot on the team, and it didn't go my way. You know, that's sometimes how it goes. And I was just looking. Me and my agents were just looking for a team where I could fit in, and where I feel like I have the best chance to get into the NHL and earn a spot on the team.
What was the impact of guys like Pasternak, Ruzaka?
For sure, it had an impact on my decision because last year we haven't had any Czech guys in Dallas' organization, and you know, sometimes it's really nice because, you know, during the year you have ups and downs, and especially when you're in your downs, like you want to have some Czech players around you who can like lift you up, pick you up, and help you a little bit. And you know, I know Pasta. We have the same agent, so I knew him for 6-7 years now. So that's nice. And met Pav here, amazing guy, really nice guy too. And we also have Shimon Zajac here too. So group of 4 now. So that's cool.
Do you come in kind of thinking this is a team that is looking for some people that can provide some offense? Does it feel like that it's a pretty natural fit for what your career has been?
I believe so. You know, I've always liked to score, always liked to play an offense, but but last 3 years in the AHL, I had a great coaching group, and they helped me to be better on both sides of the ring. So I think it looks like I really like offense. I like score goals, but I also can help on the other side of the ice, and that's what I'm coming here with, and whatever role I get, I'll take it.
You mentioned that the Czech guys. How much can they help you acclimate to a city?
A lot. I stayed for a week with Pav, and he showed me around, almost every district here, and I really like the city. It's very close to European cities, so feels really nice to be here, and feels really nice to have some guys around me who can show me around.
So obviously a deep roster in Dallas. Did that get frustrating at all for you? Not being able to crack that?
For sure. Sometimes it was very frustrating. Last year I was going to a camp that I want to earn a spot. Didn't earn it for a third straight year. So that was pretty frustrating first few months. But afterwards, I was just like, let's just play hockey and see where it gets me. And now I'm here, so I'm very happy for an opportunity from the Bruins, and I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna do as best as I can here.
Is there any familiarity with the coach Steve, for example?
Yeah. I didn't know while I made my decision. I didn't know he was coming here, but afterwards, when I saw spot assigned here as well, for sure. I think it helps because he knows me. He's been with Dallas for the last few years, and he knows I've been in that organization as well, and he knows my game. He knows what kind of player I am. So I think that can help for sure. But at the end of the day, it's going to be only up to me.
When you're coming into a situation where you're competing for a role, competing for a roster spot and so forth, new coach, how much are you studying Marco ahead of time to kind of get a feel for anything about him to kind of be as best prepared as you can be to fit in for what he wants to do?
I know a Czech guy who played for Ontario last year, and we saw each other a few times in the summer, and I asked him what kind of coach he is, what does he like, and stuff, because like I already mentioned, this is a chance I've been waiting for, and I want to be as much ready as I can and as much prepared as I can. So I asked the guys around, and yeah.
What did they tell you?
He's a great coach, and he likes players who work hard, and I think I'm the player like that too.
How challenging a situation was it in Dallas where I'm sure you felt like you were ready for the NHL, you were playing like that when you were at the American League level, but they're such a good team that it's hard to break into. How sort of hard was that to experience that, and then how much did that play into your decision making to go to a team maybe where there's going to be some opportunities like at the NHL?
It was very hard, especially after camp last year. I was down, but then our coach in the AHL, Neil Graham, who's with Dallas right now, stepped up and helped me a lot, I gotta say, and we still have a really good relationship, and he helped me a lot, and after that, and I just wanted to be the best version of myself every day, and it's kind of how I was playing the whole last year, and I only got 7 games with Dallas last year, but we still have fun in the AHL. We went far, and I was just pretty upset that we didn't go to the finals, at least to try to win a cup.